Hello, I am Bradley Goodfellow. I know it has been a while since I streamed. I've been having internet issues. I've also had some fairly busy stuff going on in my life. I will talk about it a little bit. I think I am going to play a bit of a game, at least as much as things will let me. The fact that I already have over 1,000 dropped frames is not a good sign for the stream, however. Normally, when the internet is working fine, it has 0 drop frames. So, we'll just have to see how things go there. Am I dropping more frames? I am. I am now up to 1,139 drop frames. Okay, well, we're gonna see how well internet does. I also have some more RAM coming for the computer. So I don't know if that will actually help or if it is 100% a internet issue. It is possible because I'm floating. Let me pull this back up here. I am floating right around 60% memory usage with just the stuff I need to stream going. So tripling the RAM into my computer ought to help on that part. But that's not coming until next week. And I think I'm going to stream as much as I can this weekend, assuming the internet doesn't crap out entirely. So, we're going to start with talking about that a little bit, because that is the most recent thing. I had a bit of an internet issue. It has been at least once, but sometimes multiple times a day, just completely dropping, and I've been having to reset the modem in order to get internet back at all. Sometimes it would do it just once and be done. Other times it would do it several times spread out over the day. Other times it would be like, here are 3 inside of 2 hours. There really didn't seem to be a whole lot of rhyme or reason to it. Because sometimes it would happen while I was asleep. Like, I've been leaving some streams running, just kind of give that people that support. Leave some streams running overnight, and it's been kind of, not given the, well, it's been doing that thing where it shows, oh, it's got interrupted, even though it had come back up, at some point in the night. Sometimes I've woken up to it actually just being out. So, yesterday, we went down to the office of our internet provider. It's Spectrum. I'm gonna say it right now. Spectrum internet kind of sucks, but they have a bit of a monopoly in this area, so it's either them or one of the cellular services, and you don't really want to try and stream over a wireless connection like that. So we went down, we swapped out our modem for a new one, and there have been a few instances where things have kind of lagged a little bit, but there has not been any full-blown, like, the internet is out since then, but it's only been a little over 24 hours. So we will have to see just how that goes. Man, okay, let me I'm gonna kind of switch what I'm doing here. Yeah, look at this. Oh man, look at I have almost doubled the number of frames dropped since I started being like on the face here. Oh man. Okay, we're gonna keep going for a little bit. I'm just gonna have to kind of try and tough through it, see if it gets better. I think what it might be. This is kind of leading me to believe that this might be a case where um the the modem was going bad, but the new one is still trying to compensate for something wrong in the lines. Like, and the old one just wasn't able to compensate for it. Because yeah, I've had some bit of lag. I've had some, like, videos that were slow to load. I've had some stream stuttering when I was watching, but even that seems to kind of come and go. This is not doing great. You know what? No, I'm not going to do that right now. I was like, maybe I should do it. Actually, you know what? Let's do it in Opera here. What was the name of that thing? Ookla, right? Ookla speed test. There you are. Speed test by Ookla. Ookla the mock. Go. Of course, I mean, this is going to be while I'm streaming here, so, oh yeah, get ready for even more drop frames, right? Alright, it's detected its spectrum. Yeah, that's fine. Alright. Yeah, this ain't looking too good, is it, boys? And now it's going to try and do the upload. So if I'm going to drop at any point, this is going to be it. Oh, yeah, look at that. That is not good. I should really do this off stream. Okay. Yep. Oh, yeah, look at that stutter. Woo, look at the stutter. Alright. Yeah, that is not good. Alright, we'll just leave that up and kind of check on that later. Oh yeah, I'm up over 3,000 drop frames now. Look at that. Alright, so outside of the internet issues, let's just kind of work backwards. On Monday, I got a new car. You might be like, yeah, you got a new car. It really wasn't by choice. I didn't go out wanting to get a new car. It was I needed to replace the car I had. That's, a bit of a different story. I didn't really want to get rid of the old car, but it started having just a little too much issues. And due to some circumstance, there was the possibility of a new car had been waiting in the wings for me for about 10 months. About 10 months ago, there was an offer, and I said, hang on to it. And, my car's working fine. And then here we are 10 months later. Bam, time for a new car. So, there we go. That's the thing. Before that, there was a surgery in the family. A family member needed surgery to correct an issue. I'm not going to go into it too much, but ultimately, I had to be the one to pick them up from the hospital, things like that, make sure they're all right, get them all settled in, go and do some shopping for them, all of those kind of things. That actually ended up eating up most of the week because they were originally supposed to get out of the hospital on Monday, or not Monday, Tuesday. They were supposed to get out of the hospital Tuesday, and it ended up being Thursday before they actually got out of the hospital. So that kind of just ate up entire days waiting for the call. Fun. All right. Before that, I've been desperately trying to play catch up. Like I was just barely keeping up with my bills, doing my day job, which is flexible. But when things aren't going well, all you can really do is put in more hours. So that's kind of what I was having to do. It's why I kind of stopped streaming for a little while there in the first place, is I just didn't have the time. And on the rare days where I had the time, I was exhausted, so I didn't have the energy. And of course, all that time, my car was ever so slowly getting worse. Like it was ever so slowly, like the maintenance that it needed was building up because I didn't have the spare cash to do the maintenance. And then a bigger thing went wrong, which is what ended up me going and getting a new car. But that is ultimately where that ended up. That's the long and short of it, the reason why I haven't streamed in so long. And I am up over 4,000 dropped frames now. I am showing 11% dropped frames since the start of the stream. This is not good. This is very much not good. Now, I'm going to keep going because I do want to kind of stress the internet a little bit, see how things are not. Oh, man. Is there a setting that got screwed up maybe? Let me kind of poke through my settings here real quick. You see me looking off to the side like this. This is because this is over on my second screen is where OBS is. And my camera, which is doing my capture, is on top of my main monitor, and then my second monitor is over to the side. Where's my settings? Settings. Oh man, things are. All right, let me move the Mountain Dew bottle out of the way. All right. Settings. There we are. Stream. That's all going there just fine. Output. Yep, that's set up right. Apparently. Video. Yeah. Turn off any outputs to change video settings. Yeah, well, that's fine. It's looking. Yeah. No, it doesn't look like anything really got too out of the ordinary there. It is just something sucking, something. Yeah, oh, there we go. I just saw it flash yellow. Oh, no, go away. Go away. Oh, red. Oh, yellow. Yeah, no, that's. What is this? All right, so this is KBS. What are you? What are you? Now it's green. I don't know. I don't understand what's going on. All right, if it is on my end, then starting a game will make it worse. Oh, it just. Look at this. What are you doing? Status dialog. Latest stable release. Confirm dialog. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, what is going on here? I don't know. And I'm bouncing all over the place here. All right. Oh, maybe all right. Come on, go back to green, please. I don't know. Okay, it's green. You should be giving me okay at the moment. Man, look at that. I mean, yeah, I'm floating around like 11, 12% dropped frames. Oh, there, it just hit 12. Yeah, what is wrong? Internet is less fixed than I thought. All right, we're gonna. All right, if it is the internet, or if it is the internet, then me opening a game and streaming a game shouldn't affect it any. It'll still be the same level of bad. But if it is on my PC end, then opening it should make it worse. So, alright, I'm not going to restart the music. We're going to, alright, let me, studio mode, get that ready to go. Okay, now, All right, let me get. Tell you what, we'll do this. We'll do this. We'll. Oh, yep, that's fine. Okay, we'll get this going. Maybe, kind of, sorta. All right. Testing. Ooh. What in the world? All right, all right. Now that. This is a little bit of a problem. All right. We're gonna kind of do this. All right. We're gonna tab over here. Let's see. You. Somewhere around here. All right, that. And then you should be that. Let's see if this works. This does not appear to be working. All right. What am I doing wrong? Yep. Maybe we turn that off. Yeah. No. Why am I not getting picture here? Yeah. I might need to actually pick a different game because this one doesn't seem to be wanting to work. Properties? Yeah, specific window, yeah. Okay, maybe. I know I've gotten this game to capture before. It is not wanting to do this. Welcome to the scuffed stream, everybody. Super scuffed today. All right. Yeah, I'm looking at my bit rate. Oh, man. What is wrong with my bit rate? All right. Well, having the game open doesn't really seem to be affecting. Well, I say that. All right, let's see. Can we maybe. Yeah, that should be working. Let me go ahead and just transition here real quick. And yeah, it doesn't seem to be working. You have the game audio. The game audio is working. Alright, we're gonna just cut back. Boop. Alright. Let me see. Yeah, I don't know how I managed this before. Or maybe something has changed and that's the problem. Come on. No, nothing like that. Hmm. Yep, that ain't working. Maybe if I set it to window capture? How about that? Window capture. Whoop. That is not what I want. I would like not any of those. And you would need to move down anyway. Do, do, do. Maybe if I do this. All right, well, I am not. Yeah, no, it's not going to do that for me. That is unfortunate. All right, let's delete that. I think the only other option would be like, I think the only other option really would be display capture. And yeah, I'm not going into that for this. Let me just try a full new. There, maybe, and then move you down there. Try now. No. Nope. Okay. All right, this game is not gonna happen. I don't know why I was able to do this one before, but okay. We're just gonna remove that. There we go. All right, we'll try something else. I got this new game called Tinkertown. I guess I could do that. We'll see if we can get that to run. It's not really new. It's new to me, but we shall see. See, this is what happens when I don't actually have a proper plan going into stream. This was mostly just, I want to test. Alright, first off, we're gonna go you. Alright, and we're gonna go you. Hey, this one works. Alright. Let me just kinda... Okay. Let's transition over. Boom. Alright, and we're gonna go edit stream info. There we go, Tinkertown. Done. Bam. Alright. So we're gonna do a little bit of this. We're gonna just go ahead and make a character here. We're gonna go... There we go. Alright, so let's make a character. First off... Whoop. There we go. Pale as the driven snow. Actually, I think is there a paler one? Ooh, maybe. That one looks paler. Alright, let's get some hair. Oh, I can cut studio mode. Alright. Do 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 do. All right, let's see. We were looking for hair. That might be all right. We're just gonna. No on that. Long hair. I mean, it's not really gonna matter too much because I think we're gonna get a helmet before too long. But okay, I went through these already. Actually, there we go. That one looks kind of good. I like that. Bam. All right. World. We're going to create a new world. We're going to call it Goodland. Seed. 4-digit seed. Gotta try not to use any of my PIN numbers. I don't know. You know what? That's fine. We'll just use the random seed it gave us. Create. Single player. Bam. Game is starting. Here we go. Wow, look at that. I changed the category and I get new viewers. Hello, people. This is a test stream. My internet has been weird. I am currently dropping about 12% of my frames. So we'll just have to see how things go. All right. Oh, I'm not seeing the game audio coming up. Hang on. Oh, there we go. Okay, now the game audio is working. Scuffed stream, folks. All right, so we got this. We got our little dude. We move around. We can do that. Now, Sage the Elder here is going to give us a quest. Now, I've played just a little of this. I played about 2 hours of this on my other character. So, let's see. Welcome, Tinker. Accept. All right, proper shelter. He wants us to find, like, rocks and stone. Wood and stone. So, we're going to go ahead and do that. And that's our active quest. All right. So, we can get stuff from these little guys here. Yay! All right, now I don't want. See, I think it's tab to do that, and I can move stuff down into the backpack. Stone. If it gives off the little number there, that means we are in fact damaging it, because there is stuff where we're not going to be able to do it. Like, I can't do anything to the trees with my bare fists. So, I think I can get. Yeah, I think I can get some wood from these guys. Yeah, and I got some string. Alrighty, let's see. You guys let me know if things start dropping too much, because I don't honestly know how well things are going. There's only so much I can tell from the little feedback I get, so the little monitoring stuff that Twitch gives you. Alright, let's just kind of do this. Yeah, there's that. Those will be useful, just not this exact second. Alright, so we're basically gathering up the stone. We're going to need to build ourselves some little housing. We're going to need to build some housing for our little friend there who gave us a quest. It's kind of like Terraria in that fact, in that, you know, you will get, like, you know, little NPCs that are like, yes, build me a room. So, you know, that's a thing. How are we doing? 18 wood, 16 stone. We need more of each. Boop, boop, boo. And again, I apologize for any massive stuttering or, you know, dropping, things of that nature. That is literally the purpose of this stream, is to see how bad it gets. And then I'll do another one, if that is a test in, you know, next week when I get the new RAM. Because, I don't know though, it's looking more and more to me like it's the internet still having issues. Although nowhere near as bad as they were, so there's at least that wood. I need more wood. I'm getting distracted. Let's grab this bush here. Hello, bush. There we go. Still need some more wood. Still need more wood. Bush. Excellent. Alright. Return to Sage the Elder. Hello, Sage. There we go. Great work, adventurer. Resources into a little home. Promised reward, some food and potions, recover your health. Torches to light up your home. Creatures of the night avoid any light as best they can. More comfortable and cozy. Alright, excellent. It did not complete. Oh, I hit close instead of accept. There we go. Alright, Townians. Just like us, others may end up stranded, blah blah blah. Build them a house. They will most likely join you without hesitation. With expertise, skills, and services, should your path cross that of another traveler, use this opportunity to make a new ally. Alright, and Elder's house. He wants a house. Alright, so we're going to do that. We got his little soul trinket thing. And we need to move some more stuff around here. Let's get most of this stuff out of here. You're going to need to be up there eventually. Alright. Let's get some more resources, get some stuff out of the way. Kind of want to move this guy. I'm actually going to need to knock down most of these walls. Not all of them, but most of them. Yeah, let's just drop that there. Doesn't this look like this place? I need a placeable item. Yay. Alright. It is getting dark. That is fine. We're going to pick up these barrels. Zero. There we go. Alright. Bam, and pick up this barrel. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Alright. Alright, let's put these barrels down where I can get to them. That'll be good for extra storage later. Alright, so these walls are okay. These walls are fine. These little pillar ones are not. So what we're going to need to do is probably start by crafting ourselves a couple of tools. That and that. We're going to want a workbench. We're going to want a furnace. I think that'll do for this exact moment, although we'll want to craft up the string. Actually, let's craft all the string. And we will get to what we need that for eventually. Alright, so we need to place down our little workbench. I'm going to place the workbench there. And this gives us access to some additional stuff. Yeah? Alright. We're also going to want to place down our furnace. Place it there. This way we can just kind of be between the two. I'm going to use my pickaxe, pull down some of these little pillars, because they are kind of in the way. I think I might be able to pick up this wall. Yeah, that one came into my inventory as a wall. So we can just place you there. I should be able to do that with most of these. So let's pick up these existing walls. Hey, there we go. Alright. Pick up some of these existing walls. Use them as our little house. At least reduce the number that we are going to need to craft ourselves. That's a nice straight line. I think I'm going to leave those. This one, these ones I'm gonna pick up. I'm gonna move them a little closer. How are we? Oh, actually, you know what? These would be outside if I do that. Although, you know what? I think I'll just modify the shape of the room a little. There we go. Bash that. I want to cut this down. Let's go ahead and get rid of that stump. I'm going to just kind of clear out the area around here a little bit. And I think, yeah, I can do this. This will allow me to not only put down some flooring, but these will give me the occasional plant fiber, which I can use for cloth later. which is good. Of course, I'm going to have to do that with some of these areas too, which is fine. Yeah, we'll just kind of do this. There we go, a whole bunch of wood. Just some casual sprucing up the place. Alright. So let's see, we've got a few walls. Let's start getting some basic structure. We're gonna go around that guy. Yeah. There we go. That'll let us access that stuff still. We've got a few more walls around. Just figure I should do this before I go making my own, you know. Knock down that pillar. Grab some of these stones. Alright. Alright, I think we'll have our door out there. So we need a door. Which we should be able... Wooden door, right here. Alright, I'm going to make 2 doors. One is going to go right there. The other I am just not going to have in my inventory, in my hand at the moment. We'll put it somewhere. I think we'll put it just the other side of these barrels. Because I'm going to have a bunch of crafting stations eventually in here. So... Alright, it is time to start doing some other things. I didn't want to hit that. Alright, we need... I like the look of the stone floor, but I haven't tried the cobblestone floor yet. Let's do, like, a dozen of those at the moment. And we're gonna need... Let's just say craft all the rest into walls, and we'll get more stone. Alright, so to start, let's... start putting this underneath the walls that we currently have. There we go, that's all I had. I'm gonna need more. Alright, let's go get more. I can't go too far because there are enemies afield here. But I can get a little bit of distance before I have to really start worrying about them. Nope, that's... Go. Oh, no, that wasn't... That was a bush, not a stone. That was also a bush. Alright. There we go. Alright, let's get some more flooring. Floor, cobblestone floor. Let's do like another 20, right? Here we go. We don't need you there. You, we do need there. Okay. Alright, so we should be able to just kind of map out where we want this. I think I'm gonna go like 2 that way and then up. And I'm too short. I need 2 more floor just to get the edges. Which I think is all I'm super interested in at the moment. Alright. There we go. Alright, that way all our walls will be on flooring, so we'll just have to worry about the actual floor inside. Because as you can see, you can still see the edges of the floor around the walls, and it looks weird without it. So, alright, that is all the walls I need for this room. I am, however, going to want another door. There we go, this is my room. Now we need to work on a door for a door. a room for Sage the Elder. Alright, so he needs at least 5 interior spaces, a bed, his little thinger, and I think there was something else. What was it? Oh, Dungeon Globe. Alright. So, let's start by clearing out a little bit of stuff. Here we go. Alright. Now, I care less about the way your room looks. There we go. That has 8 interior spaces, so should be plenty. We'll put your little thinger there. It doesn't detect the room correctly yet, so that's fine. Now we need a bed and a dungeon globe. Now I think this is where I end up needing... Maybe? Is it the outfitter I need? Maybe. There we go. We'll just put you there. Yeah, that's where I have to get cloth. Alright, so string. Craft all that into string. Cloth. Give me all cloth. Excellent. Alright. Now... what does the dungeon globe need? It needs copper bars and string. Of course, I just turned all the string into everything. Alright, but I needed cloth for the bed. So there's a bed. Alright, the cloth does not need to be in my hand. In fact, I don't need these berries or those berries. Heck, even the plant fiber and the stone doesn't need to be there. The torches, however, are probably a good idea. Let's get this bed placed down. You have a bed. We're gonna want another door. Door. Somewhere. Where's my wooden door? Dungeon globe. Wooden bed. Am I blind? It was in here. Wooden door. There it is. Give me that. Streamer blindness. Alright. Boop. Boop. That is now a room. But it still needs the dungeon globe. So that means we are going to need to go find some copper. Oh, look. A little bit of copper. And I think we're going to need some coal. I think we can make coal from wood, but there's usually also a little bit of coal around to be mined. Oh, see, there's a slime. There's some more copper. Let's go grab that. Because I honestly already don't remember how much copper I need. And I'm going to need a whole bunch more for equipment stuff after this anyway. Oh, there's a slime again. That's the thing. I played about 2 hours of this. Still haven't actually fought anything. So, yeah. Let's cut this tree down. It's kind of in my way. Let's go back to looking for copper, coal, and copper. There's a pumpkin. Haven't seen that before. Okay, let's just kind of... Is that some coal? Yeah, that's coal. Primarily looking around for some coal. I don't know what that is. You know what? Let's see what this is. That is apparently something I can't break with my stone pick. I'm probably going to need a copper one. Okay. Let's just kind of clear some of the stone out of the way. We still need to put floors down and stuff, so... Alright, I have one coal. I know it's at least 2 copper. Oh, look at the slimes all over the place. Alright. Ooh, is that coal? That might be coal over there. Let me kinda work my way over that direction. Alright, out of the way, mushroom. It's that weird leather mushroom thing. Don't know why they did that instead of just, you know, having animals to kill like a normal game. Yay, 2 coal. Alright. Let's get that out of the way. Alright. We should have enough for it now. Bone Daddy. The Bone Zone. Rattle 'em, boys. Alright, here we go. That door opened right in my face. What was I doing? Oh, right. I needed copper for... thing. Craft 3 of them. That's what I can do. Alright. You dungeon globe. String. I need more string. Which means I need more plant fibers. We'll just clear out this patch of grass, see if we have enough. I am curious. Alright, so we got this string recipe, which is 2. This string recipe is also 2. Okay, never mind. I wanted to see if it was maybe better. Alright, dungeon globe. Done. There we go. Alright. That ended up in a awkward spot. What is that? Leather mushroom spore. Okay. There we go. This house will do great. Okay. I love this place. I'll make myself comfortable quickly, and we can move on to the next tasks ahead of us. I'll do my very best to gather information on this barrier and how to lift it. I also recommend you take a closer look at the globe. Handy exploration tool even shows the entrances to the sealed great dungeons, centers of chaos and layers of terrifying foes. Excellent. All right. So let's see. We've got... Oh. Oh, no. Okay, I see. Show me the way. Soul trinkets. They're a manifested fragment of a person's soul. Some can create these after they're touched by chaos magic. Trinkets to summon their owner. If they are placed inside a building, interacting with the trinket allows you to check if a building meets all requirements the owner needs. Alright, Okay. Moonlight Pixie Dust. I haven't done this one yet. So, because this is... Leave their hideout at sunset and vanish at sunrise. Okay, so I need to get myself geared up now, basically. Let's see what I can accomplish. I have 2 more copper ore, and I think I can make... Yeah, I can make a little bit of coal. So we should be able to make those last 2 into bars. Now... I don't know. I think I had done an anvil of some sort before. Well, you know what? I'll bet it's in here. Furnace, bone workbench, anvil. Yeah, the anvil takes 5 by itself. Alright. Well, I want to see the bone workbench. I have the stuff for it. Let's craft it. Alright, Bone Daddy, what do you got for me? Alright, what do we got here? Skull helmet. Okay, yeah, it looks like everything is going to take probably more than 5. Yeah, none of this is lit up. Throne bone. Shouldn't that be bone throne? Coffin. Neat. Frost pine wood. Alright, so there's definitely some options here for... Ooh, bone door. Neat. Alright. Yeah, I hadn't looked at that one before. What else do we got? The anvil really does seem to be the next thing we need. We can do the leather thing. String and batwing. No. I thought I had picked up leather mushroom cap. Alright, so how do I turn the leather mushroom cap into leather? One would have thought it would have been here. What about here, maybe? I suppose I can just kind of wood gear myself, right? Although I don't have enough string at the moment. Alright. Let's go ahead and get ourselves some more string. I completely bypassed the wood tier of stuff because there was a lot more copper around in my other world. So we'll just have to see how we're doing. How is my... Oh, geez, I'm up to 13% drop frames now. I'm not going to give up and completely call it just the internet without more testing. But I'm feeling like it is just the internet still being wonky. Just not as wonky as it was. The new modem seems to have helped, but not completely taken care of the problem. That is my current assessment, but I'm not going to move forward on it until I have done additional testing. Alright. Now that we've grabbed those... String! Alright, now let's see what we can do. Helmet. Chest plate. Boots. I am short on wood for the gloves. Let's go ahead and equip what we can. Okay. We need a bit more wood. Oh, hey, look, bone. There we go. Was it gloves I still needed? I think so. Shield? Sure. Alright, what is this? Oh, cosmetics. Okay. Alright. Let's go fight some things. Let's go fight some of these slimes first. Kind of get an idea of how combat works. Maybe get ourselves access to a few more resources while we're out here. Now, Now, where did all the slimes go? I'm ready to fight them. Of course, now that I'm ready, they're not around. They were literally here before. Oh, now they're over there. And they're red. Alright. All this stupid stuff. There's more pumpkins down here now. Ha! Wah! 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 Yay! I've slayed my first enemy. Ah! Ow! Alright. Do I have to, like, do that in order to do this? Okay. That's how that works. Red jelly. Okay. That doesn't seem to have helped. Oh! No, I think that very much didn't help. I think that was the... Oh, hey, look, there's the moonlight. Ow. Alright. So I'm gonna have to go around. Okay. I'm gonna have to clear those out at some point. Alright, so I do regen health slowly, it looks like. Okay. Ow! Alright, there we go. Alright, that's not too bad. I'm gonna need to regen my health quite a bit, but overall that's not too bad. Alright, let's move some of this stuff around. Potion! There we go, that was the other thing I was looking for. Okay, that doesn't seem to have helped. Great. Just great. Alright. There's another moonlight fairy, but it's way over there. Those are bats. I don't want to deal with those. That's a whole bunch of... Those are more bats. More bats. Not currently interested in fighting bats. Nope. Moonlight Pixie. That's the thing I want to fight, but it's across the bloody river. Alright, I guess I'll try and go around. Maybe I'll make it before the sun comes up. This is obviously going to be a multi-night affair, since they like to seem to hang out right around this river that I have to go all the way around. I might be able to build a bridge across. I think that's what those planks are for. But even so. Oh, hello you. Pooped out a whole bunch, but I can't get to it. Come on. Come on. Oh, no, you are really just blasting the crap out of me. Ooh, 3 hit points. Alright, let's go inside. I don't want anything to do with that for the rest of the night. Okay, let's put down some torches. Like there, and we'll put some along the outside, and we'll give you one. Maybe. We'll put one outside your... I don't know. Maybe I'm too far away. One there. So for some reason, it only likes to attach to the bottoms there, so... Okay. I think I'm going to sit here and let my health regen a little bit. I think I picked... Did I pick up more of the... No, but there is some over there. Let me, some red berries. And let's test the potion again here in a better environment. So 15. Okay, I guess it does help. I don't know why it didn't really help before, but alright. Sun's up now. Let's eat some berries. There we go. Alright. Oh. Man, I'm... Okay. So we're not in too bad a shape. Looks like gear doesn't really get damaged or anything, so that's good. Nope, not that. String. Excellent. Alright, so I believe I saw way down over here a bunch of copper. Maybe? Yeah, there you are. Alright. There we go. 7 copper ore. Ooh, and that's coal. Save me from having to make a bunch of coal. Alright, let's see. Porch green, okay. Oh, that's a big thing of copper over there. Let's go get that. There we go. Nice, nice. Some more copper. And some coal. Stuff in my way. Okay. 14 copper. That should be plenty. Are you not gonna... Ow. I say it was really plenty, but I'm also not gonna not grab additional stuff I see. I'm just gonna start working my way back home. That's all. And some coal. Alright. That was not exactly where I wanted. No, down here. Just carve myself a path through here. Alright. Oh, hey, are those other dusts still there? No, oh, yeah. They are. I might make some planks. But first, the copper. Alright, let's see. Copper bar. Craft all. I believe we have an anvil awaiting. Bam. Alright. Are you right? Actually, yeah, right there. I can still get to that. That's fine. Speaking of, leather mushroom spore, red berry seeds. Ooh, saplings. Those are pine tree saplings. Can I? Alright, I can interact from that one from there. We'll do that, and we'll put our various types of slime in there. Here we go, this way. We are a little bit freer with our backpack space. Excellent. Now, how am I doing on the wood? I have 44. I have 13 more copper. So, let's go. Craft 13. Craft all. There we go. We have a whole bunch of copper. Now, we should be able to make ourselves some better gear. Now, obviously, the first thing I'm going to want is going to be that pickaxe. We're just going to go ahead and do that. And we're going to swap you guys. We'll put you away somewhere. All right. Ooh, what's the shovel do? Removes floors and manipulate the ground. Interesting. Okay, there is no copper anything except for tools. Might as well get the axe then. I've been doing okay without the shovel so far, so let's put the old tools in there, just in case we find ourselves needing them. We'll put the walls in there for the moment too. Alright, that'll do. Let me actually bring the potatoes up here in case I find myself in need of them. Alright, so now we should be able to see what this blue stuff is. It shouldn't be iron based on the color, but then again, iron ore, look at that. Alright, and that's some coal. Yeah. A little more copper. We still do need that shovel after all. Alright, now I think there was some more iron off to the other side. And I can always chop down some more trees. You know, I am going to want to cut down some of these trees because they've been in my way. There we go. Now I'll worry far less about some of this stuff in my way. I'm not going to cut that one down, that looks important. This giant thing, though. There we go. Cut that guy out. Ooh. I see coal. I am going to need more than 2 iron. How's my frames doing? 13.6% drop frames. Alright. Okay. Ooh, I see more coal. Looking for more iron. Ooh. That is a goblin. That is a goblin. We're going to leave the goblin be for the moment. Here's some more copper, and there's some more iron. I will beeline for the iron. grab more copper because it's here. But the iron is really the things I'm looking for. Not finding a whole lot of iron. Oh, hello. Yeah, we're going to leave that be for now. We're just going to kind of keep in mind that that's there. That's probably going to be important later, right? Right now I'm looking for iron. Iron butterfly. Oh, I could get that one. There's 2 left, but I would need 3 more anyway, so I'm not going to go out of my way for it. Alright, well, that's all the way down there. You know, there's another one of those trees. This one's further away, but it's the same type as the one that's closer. Coconuts. Was that coconut, or was that peaches? That was a peach. Alright, we'll just leave that at that then. It is starting to get night. We're back up to 100 health. We have a mana bar too that we don't necessarily know how to use. But was that skeleton there before? Bone zone. Alright. Let's take a look here. So, what's up with the skull stuff? Alright, it gives me... Oh, okay, it affects strength, huh? You require leather in all of those. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Iron bar. Let's go ahead and craft all of them. We're gonna go ahead and craft up a little more coal. All of our copper. I have 3 iron. Is that enough for anything? There are pickaxes, but you know, looks like... Oh, geez, there's railways? Okay, interesting. Interesting. What does the sword take? 15 iron. Oh, and it does take copper as well. So, okay, keeping some copper around is going to be important. We need leather for the... Alright, I guess I gotta figure out the leather thing. Pumpkin. Oh, hello. Am I getting close enough to you? No. Alright, there's that moonlight pixie. Alright, you're over there. We can do this. I really should make some of those planks and make little bridges across, but I don't know how much I'm gonna need this pixie dust, so I'm gonna hold off on it for the moment. Oh, really? There we go. guess I could just chase them around and get a bunch. Oh, alright. I guess you only run so far, huh? That's okay. I get... What are you slimes doing up here? Alright. Boop, boop, boop. Hello! Show me the way. Do you know the way? Whoop. Uh-oh. Something slightly wrong with VC face, apparently. Oh, no, okay. Oh. Hate when it loses tracking on me. Alright. Anyway. Amazing. That should be enough pixie dust. While you were gone, I crafted the tool we'll use to aid us. A loom that allows us to weave magical ingredients like pixie dust into fabric to enhance it with several effects. Now I'll add that pixie dust right here. Great. Here you go. Place the loom anywhere inside my house. Okay. Alright. Really? Really? Anywhere in your house, huh? Oh, hey. Why did I end up with 2 of those? What did I... Alright. I need to clear out my inventory space a little bit. Time to do some inventory management. You are sapling. You are pine tree sapling. You are sapling. You are that one. You are slimy dealies. I'm gonna need some of you. But you don't necessarily need the pumpkin seeds on me. Alright. Let's expand his space a little, shall we? And we'll go deal with that in a moment. Let's get these torches. Torches. Okay, I think I need to go away and come back. It's obviously not displaying that correctly. Oh. I'm like, what's going on? Is that far enough, or no? That was, in fact, not far enough. We will wait a little longer. Because I think that's what ended up happening with the torches as well. What if I go north? What's north of here? At night. Some more moonlight pixies. Yeah, I might as well grab a little bit more of that dust. Alright. Oh, that's a bunch more copper. Ooh, there's some more iron. I want some of that. Oh, and there is a house there. That is a man's head. Tyrone the Lumberjack. We will come back to you, Tyrone. Oh, that's where that goblin is. Goblin these nuts? No, alright, do. Ah, see? And now they're gone. Okay. Oh. However, the torches are... The torch that was still there is gone, too. We'll put that there. There we go. Alright. Now... Let's see if I can... Can I rotate you any? No, I literally can't rotate that. Alright, you are gonna come here. We're gonna... Can I... this is mildly annoying. Where did... Where'd the... Alright, we're gonna have to come back. I don't know how far I have to go. It's a little bit of pixie dust. Nope, still there. So further than that... There was a stutter just there. I wonder if that was the range at which it unloaded the things. There we go. Alright. Now, for whatever reason... Now, where did that dungeon globe go? You know what? I'm eating the pumpkin. Okay, maybe I'm not eating the pumpkin. There might just be something slightly wrong with the game. That might just be all there is to it. Coal. I don't even have the space to do this. I am having an inventory management problem. Actually, you know what? If I go... 5 coal... I hit the wrong button. I just turned all of it into coal. Guess that's fine. Right, is it like hiding behind the thing? Nope. Aha! I think I just picked it up. There it is. Alright, so you are gonna go there. What in the... Why is this not... Okay, you know what? Here, let's do this. Alright, I'm gonna boot back over to this cam real quick. While I... Yeah, return to the main menu. Play. Play as my character in Goodland. Single player. Let's try this real quick. Game is starting. Alright, we should be able to do... Okay, there... Why are there 4 of the thing... Okay. And I still have them in my inventory. Alright. Okay. So I have a whole bunch of those for some reason. There was definitely something wrong with the game. You know what? We're gonna put a couple down. You know what? Trash. There we go. I can trash stuff. we'll trash these other two. Alright. I picked up another one. There we go. Okay. So, Sage. Sage, come back here, Sage. Alright, show me the way. Place the magic loom anywhere you like, so I have to give it a try. Accept, okay. Return to Sage the Elder. Excellent, now we can craft as many waypoint banners. Make all the exciting locations. If other adventurers come across these waypoints, they will show up on the globe as well, for as long as the waypoint is intact. Okay. Mysterious auras. These beings... Where am I going? These beings connected to... Mark of Chaos. Okay. As you experienced during our Magic Loom experiment, Tonians may ask you to provide them with additional specific or improved furniture and crafting stations. Okay. A powerful tome. Last favor I want to ask of you before I tell you about the secret below the forest. Entrance to the forest dungeon. Lost my precious grimoire as I ran from a goblin pack. Okay. Okay. Oh, hello. Interesting. So is that what this is kind of for? Oh no, that just kind of enabled it. Got it. Hey Sage, go into your house. Go into your... Okay, never mind. They have a spare dungeon club. Forest dungeon, desert dungeon, ice dungeon. Okay, we got some dungeon. Oh, a little bit of dungeon. Alright. I am up to 14% drop frames. Oh, the percentage is going up. That is not good. Was that there before? Maybe, because this is the goblin camp, and I kind of stayed away from it. Whoa! Hello! Okay. Bone. Oh, okay. What do we want? Or rather, what don't we want? Roasted meat. Definitely not vegan. Alright. Okay. So we've kind of cleared out that goblin. I wonder if I left the tent and stuff if he would have respawned. Don't know. That is the kind of thing that I should probably think about better. Alright, so we've got up here that dude. But I'm not quite ready for that. Alright, let's see if we can, like, make some better inventory stuff. Because, for crying out loud, I am having some inventory issues. But a bunch of this is stuff I could leave at home. Alright. Do we have, like, chest or more of these? Alright, let's see. We have shelves. Place your magic books here, it says. Flower beds, dungeon globe, fishing rod, boomerang. Wall mount. Wooden table. Chair. You know, all that just looks like... What bones? Is there like a bone bench, bone door? No, none of that looks really good. Why am I... Okay, whatever. Any more of those barrels around? Not that I'm seeing. I think only 3 of those things spawn. Yeah, I'm not seeing any more immediately around. Let me look in the anvil, maybe? Barrels are banded, so maybe it requires banding. No, not that I'm noticing. How do I inventory manage better than this? Because I really didn't see... I mean, mailbox. That doesn't really seem like it's going to be a thing. Oh, wooden barrel! There's wooden barrels right here. Okay, so I'm going to need some more wood, obviously. That's okay, we have... some stumps we can clear. There we go, 12. I think that'll be enough for 3. There we go, alright. So... we should be able to go, like... 1, 2, 3. Alright. Let's put a full stack of stone in. Let's put the cloth in. We don't really need to be carrying that around. Bones. Again, not something we need to be carrying around. Let's see. We'll start putting in some of these other random foods. And you know what? We'll put the leather mushroom caps in with that too, because it's another growable thing. Oh, that was that one. Okay. What do we got here? Let's see. I don't need the extra magic. Actually, you know what? I already have that down. We can do that. Yes. That item really should be deleted. Oh, I probably should have stuck the meat in the other one. We got a bunch of copper. We'll put our iron there too. Actually, you know what? Let's do that. And then pull that out. Put the meat in. Peach seeds. You know what? Let's plant a peach tree nearby. And then... I guess... yeah, let's do that first. Let's put that, like... there. There we go. Alright, what else? What else do we got? What is that? Batwing. Oh! Here we go, now I have a little bit of leather. Green leather hood, green leather armor, green leather bracers, green leather boots. Okay. Now I could theoretically upgrade some armor, but I don't actually have the stuff for it at the moment. String. Oh. Here we go. Okay. Now my inventory is looking a little bit better. Alright. Let us pop on out. I'm seeing the, like, yellow to orange. Oh, now into red, back to yellow, back to green. This, yeah, really seems like an internet issue. Oh, you know what? Hang on. I'm a dummy. I have Task Manager open. I should be able to check. Ethernet, look at you. Oh yeah, it is all over the place. Let me just kind of keep that up for now. Yeah, it's kind of floating around 3 megabits per second, which I think is not anywhere near what I think I'm supposed to be getting like 15. Yeah, because it looks like it's spiking up to 11 and then dropping down to 0 occasionally. But it's like floating mostly around 3. This is an internet issue. Okay. Well, I'm just going to keep that up for the moment, just so I can kind of see it. Oh, of course, there's all the... Where was I? Where even am I? What was I doing? Alright, let's go back into the house, wait for day. While I kind of look at my Ethernet throughput. Yeah, even with the game running, I'm still floating around 63% memory usage. So that's not too bad. Yeah, this is still an internet issue. Oh, no, I see. Yeah, no, okay, I was looking at the wrong line. That's my receive that is going that wildly variant. The send is... No, just floating around 3. What? I don't know what is... That seems wrong. I think that's not right. I'm gonna look at that later. Alright, let's just kind of click off of that for the moment. Okay. Okay, alright. How long have I been at this? Almost 2 hours. Yeah, we're gonna wait for the day. What are we trying to do? We're trying to get, see, I don't want to... What do we need for an iron sword? Yeah, it's that 15 iron bars that's gonna really kill us there. I could probably upgrade to, like, the bone armor. Alright, we're waiting. We're waiting on daylight. In the daylight. Meow, meow, na, 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 na. Oh, you know what? I have 32 stone on me. Make that into floor. We can upgrade our house while we're here. Oh, that's got... Okay, I see. Some of this stuff is regrown. Oh, no, it hasn't. Wait, no, it... There is some stuff that is... Alright, come on. Yeah, there we go. Dang it. That's not what I wanted. Come here. Come here, Mr. Barrel. You're going right back there. And you're going to have the same stuff in you. Alright. 6. There we go. Alright. We have more stone available. You know what? I'm just going to grab us some new. I kind of like the idea of having that full stack of stone available. It's not like there isn't more stone to be had. Okay. So we have that. That's good. You give me however many more cobblestone floors you can, which is 6. Which went onto 6. Get those couple of spots. Alright, so we still need a little more to finish the inside of our house. But that's fine. You know what? It's still night. Let's just kind of do another nearby jaunt for more stone. And if we have any overflow, we can always start flooring the elder's house. That'll do. That'll do. Alright. Cobblestone floor. Boop. Hit that button. That's the daytime. We were waiting on that. Alright, we have like 8 floors left, so... There we go. A little bit of flooring under his walls. Which includes the bit under the door, so now we will actually be able to, like, oh, look, there's some floor. Okay. Alright, alright, alright. I don't have the barrels to put those walls in. Dungeon, right? Yeah, forest dungeon. I don't want to go to the dungeon. I want to find some more iron. We're gonna look for iron. That's copper. Those are slimes. Those are more goblins. It's more copper, more goblins. Jeez. Nope. There's Tyrone the Lumberjack. We're not dealing with him right now. We might be dealing with the slime. There we go. There we go. Goblin Scout. Alright, let's talk to him. A hungry craftsman. Fish stew. Okay. He said there's a fishing pole for me in here, huh? Ooh, storage. There we go. Just like that. Okay, let's see. I still haven't found any more iron. There just isn't much. Where am I? Okay. No, I'm in the right spot. They've just seemed to have spawned in behind me. Not fond of that. Okay. I have no idea how to fish. Mushroom spores. Those are red berries. Yeah, all right. So do I like... I don't know. Okay. Let's try this whole fishing thing. Alright, let's try this. That doesn't seem to have really helped, does it? We'll wait here for a little. I don't know if it's supposed to go further than that or not, but you know what, let's try doing this. No, it really just looks like it's going there. Oh, you know what? This might help. Whoa! Okay. Oh, I don't know what this is. Okay. Okay. I have no idea what I just did, but I apparently caught the fish. Whoop. Alright, so I have to get it in the ring. Got it. Okay. So there are only really fish where you can see fish. Understood. So there's some fish over here. Can we... Oh! Okay, I have to have bait, which I don't know how to get. No idea how to get worms. Alright, you know what? I think I'm going to go ahead and call it here. I might actually look up how to get worms, but I don't know if I'm going to play this on stream again. This really, like I said, I just kind of needed something to play while I was kind of testing out the internet, which apparently is still having problems. So I'm going to have to look into that. Yeah. At least it's not completely dropping me anymore. I mean, that's a good thing, right? Yeah, as I say, as I watch the connection go red. Alright. Let's kind of be done with this for the moment. Alright. Come on. Alright. There we go. We got our music back. Okay. I think that is going to do it for this stream. Thank you guys for coming out, watching me play some random little game that I just bought. Yeah. Hopefully I can get this internet thing sorted relatively quickly. I might do a few more streams before it's sorted, but I don't... Oh, man. I'm looking at my monitor here, and it is not looking good. It's got to be said. All right. That's going to do it for the stream. Thank you for coming out. I still don't have a good way to end these things. Bye. 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 Bye.